Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Command & Conquer, the Nod campaign. And when last we left off, we have 2 GDI bases to take out. But this shouldn't be as hard as you'd think it is, mainly because we have 2 bases right here that are in an area of land that only we can really access. There are 2, however, up there that pretty much will be out to get us. So we need to be very, very careful with how we proceed. Before we even think about moving troops up to the northern part of the map, we need to get rid of this gunship that happens to just be patrolling around. And we might as well sell that turret, as there's no reason for that turret to be there whatsoever. There we go. 1 turret. And 2 turrets, and the second one here will ensure that this gunship is obliterated. The bottom one we can pretty much ignore because there's no reason to even go too far south anymore. What we want to do is we want to capture these helicopters. Why they didn't move these helicopters away when it was clear that we were about to take them over, I've no idea. However, 1 engineer in each one will be sufficient. And then we'll have a few of these minigunners and a flame trooper, respectively. There we go, we'll just load these up here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll load all these up too. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we want, I think, we want an airstrip to be built as soon as we possibly can. We'll just move these over here. As you can see, it's already being obliterated, and the airstrikes will attack the turrets here, but we'll be selling those pretty soon. Alright, there we go. We'll just unload all of these, and we'll move these back to this location, because the last thing we want to have happen is to lose these helicopters. We can't build more, after all. Let's move these up here and see what we can find. The answer is, I think we're going to find a place. That place is pretty north compared to everything else we have. That is where the airstrike minigunner is going to go. What do we have here? Ah, as I thought, buildings to take over, which is very handy. And so we'll put that there, which means you can now start building the vehicles again. And we're going to put a refinery here, a hand of Nod here, and then we're going to start building obelisks of light. The sooner we build them, the sooner we'll be able to defend against any attacks that come our way. There we go. They're dealt with, so we can sell these now. And put them down there. Next thing to build is a hand of Nod. There we are.
Construction complete.
Excellent. And I think now the first of these obelisks of light. 1 here and probably 1 around there. I know they'll end up getting attacked by the ion cannon, but we've got to be very, very careful and particular about our defense. And there's that lonely gunship, just sort of, well, sailing along and not doing anything of any particular value. Oh well. Any gunship that decides to waste its time is good enough for me. We want a obelisk here. We want a concrete wall between them, just so that we can rebuild it if something goes wrong. And then we want another obelisk here. There we go. And I think we need to build 1 more thing before we start moving on. We want to, the first thing we want to build... Oh, that was a terrible decision of yours. Why did you go that far north? Ah, well, the obelisk dealt with that. I think we want to build a repair facility if that's going to happen more often than not. But for now, 1 Nod buggy so that we can start focusing on exploring around this part of the map. There we go. Ah, hello, there was another buggy there. Made a terrible mistake, namely heading this way. So what's over here? Ah, you seem to be wanting to attack that minigunner there. And you're going to go all the way around here to try and get killed. That suits me just fine. The next thing we want to build is a Temple of Nod. I was about to say an Obelisk of Light. We could build another one, but I think a Temple of Nod is going to work quite well. I want you to repair while you still can. The main thing that makes this mission a little easy is the fact that we have this southern area all to ourselves. And with this area that nobody else can get into, we're pretty set in terms of money. Let's have a look around and see what we can find, shall we? There's a harvester. I don't think I want to attack that just yet. The main reason being is that we don't have the units to make a good effort of doing so. And I think the second base, if you can believe the concrete walls, is over there. There's... Hello? Uh-oh. There appears to be an attack, in the works, rather. There we go, you just want to, go and do that, and I think we want to get ready for an inevitable attack of some variety, because I get the feeling that, what is that? That is something bad. Oh dear! Here comes a commando, that's really bad. Okay, commando, right, you deal with that. We don't want them to... Aha! Well, that's pretty good. That's really good.
Not building captured.
Uh-oh! They took that building from us, which is really not good. That's really not good. Fortunately, we could build a engineer here and take it back. We just need to wait a little to do that. The fact that they sent a commando against us was rather bad, but we could have lost a lot worse than the harvester there. There we go, we just need to wait for more money. Where is that money? There we go. One engineer, please. I'd like to get this back.
Unit ready.
There we are.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
And now,
GDI building.
we have all this money back. And the important thing here is that we can now start preparing a nuclear strike, which is going to be really, really useful. We're not going to be doing much with it yet, but eventually we will be able to. Let's put that minigunner back, shall we? Otherwise, that's going to happen. And that was pretty terrible. Fortunately, we can... why do you keep going that far north? It is a terrible place to go.
Yes, sir.
There does appear to only be one harvester, though, which is not so bad. I think we can deal with just one harvester. What else do we want? We may want a turret or two, just to add some variety to the ways we can attack the enemies when they approach. And now I think we want to start building some units to go and deal with. I think we need to go and deal with those. Alright, where are you going? You're going. You go there. We're going to build some units so that we can take care of the harvester. It's over there. It doesn't go very far, though, which is really not good at all. It doesn't stray too far away from anything. Anything else that needs repairing? That needs fixing up. But that's not so bad. I think we'll have one unit of these, and then we'll start building some tanks to go and deal with everything else. A flamer or a flame tank or so wouldn't be so bad. And some engineers, because we have a golden opportunity here to go and get a, definitely to go and get some GDI buildings. So where's that engineer? There we go. And just in case we have a repeat of a helicopter coming in with a commando, we're going to put a flame tank right there. It may seem a little excessive, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Don't go too far north. Alright, you're already getting attacked by something, but that's okay. That's really not so bad. You just go in there and goodbye, buggy. There we go. You are gone. Just move all of these over here, and I think putting that there's not a bad idea. That selection of units, that is. And that one there. Probably want to go and get yourself fixed up. Alright, you just attack there, and that should probably do quite well for destroying these. Oh, there's a commando. So they definitely have more than one commando. And there we go, we got to run away very quickly now, mainly because we have done something terrible, which is that we've destroyed their harvester. And now they're just leaving units there. Hello, commando, how are you? You have made a terrible mistake. And that terrible mistake is trying to deal with us. Here comes a tank. Not good. The nuclear strike, howew, is ready. And that managed to lure the that tank over there to be destroyed. Alright, what we need is we need a few more of these. Oh, hello. That was a terrible decision that you made. You decided to come over here and get destroyed by the obelisk. Alright. Not bad. Slowly but surely we are crushing these GDI forces. We need to make sure that we can deal with the next one when that happens. In fact, there is the next one. We'll just attack here, and maybe we won't be able to do that. No, this is going to be a little tricky. However, the harvester is on its way over here, which is pretty good. I think it's after they've built their first one that they then just start pathing straight towards us, which is really handy. There we go. We haven't yet used the nuclear strike. We will do, though.
Unit lost.
There we go. And we'll just, yep, brilliant. We have a lot of money here that we're going to be using to... Is that another, I'm not sure if that was an attack by... Something's attacking. Or is that just some sounds that I'm getting mixed up?
Yes, sir.
What do we have here? We have one more tank. We could probably deal with that. For now, however, we're going to build some more light tanks. We are going to need to build some after all. We'll just deal with you. We have enough rockets that this won't be a problem. There we are, and we'll just attack this, and then it should, yep, it's going to follow us, which is really handy. I think it's time to use that nuclear strike soon, but first we're going to build a recon bike so that we can head further in. There we go.
Construction complete.
Goodbye, Harvester. Excellent.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Let's see what's up here, shall we? In this base, we're probably not going to get very far.
Unit lost.
We didn't get very far whatsoever, but it was worth having a look. You can't really get in there with a stealth tank whatsoever. We will build a stealth tank, though, just in case.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Alright, let's get these ready for the next harvester that comes along.
Unit lost.
And goodbye, airstrike minigunner.
Building.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements
Hello, stealth
have
tank.
arrived.
How are you? Ah, there you are.
Unit.
There you are. Let's go and deal with you, shall we? Hello? Would you like... Ah, hello, would you like to come this way? I think you would. Follow me to merry adventure. There is no merry adventure to be had here.
Yes, sir.
At all. Let's see what's up here. We could, in theory, get into this base. Maybe. Actually, that's going to be really difficult, because there's one guard tower there, and there's one there.
Affirmative.
Don't think we're going to be getting into that one very easily at all. Should probably get some of these repaired, I think. That's a good idea.
Yes, sir.
And just to demo what happens when you use the nuclear strike,
Select target.
let's use it here!
Construction complete. Nuclear weapon launched.
Kaboom!
Warhead approaching.
All of that just gets
Reinforcements
destroyed,
have arrived.
which is really, really effective.
Yes, sir. Knowledge. Yes, sir.
They won't be able to rebuild that for quite a while. Did that actually get them to... No, it did not. However, they moved way too close to our obelisks there, which got them destroyed. However, there's one over there which pretty much rendered all that we did there quite worthless, because now they can just start building those things back that got destroyed.
Yes, sir.
However, if we are very... Ah, they've already been built, which is a pity.
Unit
Ah, we've lost that, which is really not
Unit
good.
Lost.
We need a flame tank, that's what we need.
Building.
They'll eventually rebuild all of that, and that's because they got some money back, but we can get rid of that.
Knowledge.
There we go. Hello, Harvester. Would you like to come this way? I think you would.
Acknowledge.
Follow me!
Reinforcements have arrived.
Unit.
Are they going to follow as well? No, they are not. Which is very, very handy. We're actually running out of Tiberium here, which is really not... What are you doing? I have no idea what you're doing, but you really should not be doing that.
Affirmative.
Just go over there. There we go. And I think that's that harvester dealt with.
Under attack.
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. You're going to send a few grenadiers? That's really not going to work, but I do commend your stubbornness not to give up there. Alright, that is ready.
Waiting order.
And
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
these ready? I think they are. What we need is we need 2 here, and we need...
Waiting
There's more
order.
Tiberium, you know, it's over there. You could just go and get that one instead.
Unit reporting.
There's another harvester,
Moving out.
and we can take care of that quite well.
Affirmative.
There we go. Follow me to your doom.
Moving out.
There we go. One more recon bike here, as we're going to have this be...
Yes, sir.
There's Unit 1, which is going to be the unit that deals with that harvester over there. And Unit 2 is going to deal with the other harvesters that come from the base that's directly north of us.
Moving out.
There we go. For the moment, I want to just start building a few artillery units and getting ready for the inevitable attack that will come. And it will come. We will start preparing to take out this base, although it is a very long process. I'd rather it be a long process, though, than one that I rush and get wrong. Alright. Oh, hello.
Yes, sir.
I
Affirmative.
think this, There we go.
Yes, sir.
I think this minigunner may suspect that there's something here. I'm not sure, but I think he may. Oh well, he got distracted by a flame tank, and ergo, he lost horribly. You guys want to get out of here.
Moving out.
And you definitely want to get out of here.
Affirmative.
Because you're just going to get attacked if you stay there. There we go. Slow and steady wins the race. And here are 2 obelisks. How are you, Harvester? You are very dead. There we go. Much better. We'll just repair those, and we'll start building some more things. You can actually build a mobile construction vehicle. It costs 5,000. And if you're in danger of losing your construction yard, also you need to move so that you can go and get yourself repaired up.
Construction complete.
Here comes another... Ooh, I was about to say there comes another harvester.
Have arrived.
There are 2 harvesters. Now we need to be very careful here. You want to attack that one, and then you want to attack... Oh wait, you don't need to attack that one, because you can deal with that one anyway. There we go.
Yes, sir.
This stealth tank here is just sort of minding its own business and not doing anything in particular. Is there anything up there that's worth having a look around? I don't think so, but...
Unit lost.
hello. Oh, we lost our minigunner. That's a shame. We'll build another one.
Unit ready.
Wow, the Humvee really doesn't last very long. It does manage to get into this little area here, but that really isn't going to make much difference. I think we should go and start collecting Tiberium over there. Good plan.
Waiting orders.
And you go over there just to make sure that we don't have to worry about this. We want to go and have a look at the... there really isn't much to this level apart from the 2 bases, is there?
Affirmative.
We want to make sure that we can go in and basically have a... Oh, careful, don't get too far north there. Oh, we should just try and get in. It's not going to work, but it did work.
Affirmative.
And now we get to see how
Reinforcements have
the
arrived.
Tiberium supplies. They're pretty low. Very low, actually. Very low indeed. How is the... Oh, we don't have a nuclear strike going. Do we only have 1 of those? Oh, that's a shame. How do we get another one? I've no idea. No, we appear to only have 1 of them, so we'll have to deal with this the old-fashioned way. Which is, basically going over here and forcing them to sell some things that they have.
Yes, sir.
I
Moving
don't
out.
think they're building another harvester.
Moving
I
out.
definitely don't think they're building another harvester.
Reporting.
Alright,
Right away, sir.
you go over there.
Moving out.
Where's the other engineer? I'm pretty sure I had more engineers. But either way, we can
Building.
just build more engineers if we need them.
Unit ready.
There we go.
Moving out.
And we'll have a flame tank here, and we'll have another flame tank that'll
Building.
guard the artillery,
Acknowledged.
because we're going to start dealing with these units.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Very carefully. The main thing you have to worry about is that even if
Construction
they
complete.
Yes, sir.
even if they go and
Yes, sir.
you know, you can go to
Reinforcements
this
have
one.
arrived.
It's I'm not sure why you're trying not to go there.
Affirmative.
Something's happened here.
Yes,
You're trying to go to that one, and you're trying to go to that one.
Yes, sir.
Interesting confusion that's going on there.
Affirmative.
But we have dealt with it.
Unit reporting.
Don't throw grenades,
Moving
that's
out.
just rude.
Yes, sir.
I wonder why they're all
Yes, sir.
gathering there.
Waiting
Probably
orders.
because they're about to go and launch an attack.
Yes,
But that
moving
doesn't
out.
matter because they really aren't going to be that
Moving out.
effective
Wait,
at that.
moving out. Yes,
Hello,
sir.
flame tank. Here are some people for you to deal with. Well, that
Yes,
seemed to
sir.
work,
Moving
didn't it? I think it did anyway. What do we want to do here? We want a
Building.
few more light tanks,
Yes,
and we want to send
affirmative.
these artillery pieces up here to
Yes,
go
sir.
and destroy these. What we really want,
Construction
ideally, is we
complete.
want the
Unit
ability to
acknowledged.
take
Yes, sir.
out
Moving out.
everything except the
Reinforcements
construction
have
yard. We
arrived.
want that construction yard. Actually, ideally, we want all of the
Building.
the things that build
Yes, sir.
units.
Unit ready.
So we want to get the barracks, we want to get the war factory, and we want to go and
Yes,
get
sir. Yes,
the mobile
moving out.
construction yard. You should start selling these.
Yes,
Hopefully,
sir.
anyway, there you go. You've started to sell them, which is really good. It's a good sign for us. We don't need to worry about them getting a harvester here. It's more if they get a harvester here that we want to watch out.
Building.
There we go. This mission hasn't turned out to be so bad so
Yes, sir.
far.
Acknowledged.
A little further forward, and we'll get those advanced guard towers.
Yes, sir.
A
Affirmative.
little
Yes, sir.
further forward.
Moving out.
Just a
Reinforcements
little.
have arrived.
There we go. One down.
Reporting. Affirmative.
We want to move all of these over here. There we go, that's been sold.
Yes, sir.
The amount of money they have in here is not that significant at all. They do have their own personal Tiberium field, though,
Yes, sir.
which is
Moving out.
really not
Moving
good.
out.
Really should have
Unit
used that
moving out.
nuclear
Yes, sir.
strike a
Affirmative.
little more carefully. Just a little.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Right, we'll just use this here.
Unit lost.
Ooh, we lost one of them.
Acknowledge.
That's okay, though. We're going to move these engineers up very slowly.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Just do this here. Somewhere around here, there is another. There's
Building.
probably going to be more defenses. There's going to be a war factory, definitely. That's what we need to
Construction
Yes,
watch
sir.
out for.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
We're not
Yes,
going
sir.
to
Affirmative.
destroy anything
Reinforcements
just
have
yet. What do we have here?
arrived.
Oh, hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. We found something nasty. We found something nasty.
Moving out.
That is not good.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
send some tanks in to deal with that.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
We definitely found the barracks, though, which is good, and the war factory, which is also good. A few tanks here won't hurt.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
And more importantly,
Yes,
if
sir.
we destroy or rather if we capture these buildings, they won't be able to sell them to get more money. Excellent. And there's one minigunner there. Oh, those are the northernmost units.
Unit lost.
Well, that kind of worked a little.
Yes. Moving out.
Ah, what are they doing here? There is a harvester.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Right, we'll just lure that over here. There we go. Follow this way!
Moving out.
Excellent. That may not have been the best decision you ever made.
Ready and waiting.
I think we're going to take this. And with that, we will then have a... well, that's ours. There we go. With that, we'll then have a barracks.
GDI building.
Which means we'll be able to build grenadiers. What else do we have here? Well, there's a grenadier that appears not to be doing anything whatsoever, which is at least useful to... Hello, what are you doing? That's just rude. Stop that. Hello? You appear to have made a terrible mistake.
Moving out.
Let's see what else is in here, shall we? Hello, construction yard. Ah,
Lost.
there appears to be something very nasty there. Fortunately, if we move this a little bit in this direction,
Yes, sir.
we should be able to,
Yes, sir. Moving out.
there we go. I wonder what they're... Oh, they're going up there. I wonder why they're doing that.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. We can just start killing all of them. Just gotta be a little careful that we don't blow up that, There we go. Oh, they've rebuilt
Yes, sir.
these.
Yes, sir.
That's just sneaky. You shouldn't be
Yes,
able
sir.
to rebuild those, sir. We'll deal with that.
Moving out.
Because we can't get our engineers in if they're there. So we're just going to destroy these. They will then sell them, which is a little awkward. There we go. We can deal with them selling them, though. There we go. Success! And now we just want to move up here and destroy this guard tower. I think we can, once that's done, quite safely go and take over this construction yard here. And then the fun will begin. Aha! Excellent. Let's go take that, shall we? They've got one tank, but that's not going to be that important because we're going to have all kinds of things.
GDI building.
Excellent.
captured.
We have a GDI building,
Lost.
and we're going to have some more soon.
Unit lost.
There we go. We have
GDI
that,
building captured.
and we'll have this.
GDI building
Ah, we appear to
captured.
have destroyed those. And we have that problem again with these things trying to go to the wrong ones, which is not great. But that's okay, we'll deal with these. There we go, one medium tank. Goodbye.
Yes, affirmative.
Excellent.
Acknowledge.
The most important thing that we can do now that we have this is that we can start building their
On hold.
things.
Cancel.
More importantly, we can build the best vehicle in the game once we get the war factory, which we're going to build up
Building.
here. Because why not? And we
Yes,
might
sir.
as well blow these up while we're here.
Yes, sir.
Might as well blow
Yes,
all
sir.
of these up. There we go, they sold that. That's not a problem.
Moving out.
They're going to start sending some units over here. That's not going to matter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
None
sir.
of this is going to matter. Because we now have a war factory, which means that we can build mammoth tanks. Haha!
Yes, sir.
Our base is
Yes,
under
sir.
attack.
Mammoth
Yes,
tanks.
sir.
And that there is why we wanted to take this
Construction
this base
complete.
somewhat intact, because now we have their vehicles. which are
Yes,
absolutely fantastic. We need to sort of just pathfind you guys over to go and deal with these.
Moving out.
There we go. So you want to go over here,
Moving out.
and you want to go over
Waiting
here.
orders. Moving out.
There we go. Excellent. And when we come back,
Yes,
folks, we have one base yet to deal with. One base of
Yes, sir.
GDI.
Knowledge.
And we
Yes,
now
sir.
have 3 bases, which I have to say is pretty good.
Building.
And with mammoth tanks at our disposal, I don't think we're going to be having any problems dealing with what's left of that GDI base.
Yes, sir.
Do you? I don't think so.
Construction
So I'll
complete.
catch you next time, folks.
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you
Yes,
then.
Moving. Yes, sir. Moving
Later.
out.
Flame tanks and mammoth tanks. Also, is that a harvester?
Yes, sir.
That's a harvester. You have made a terrible mistake, Mr. Harvester. The mistake was going to get Tiberium. Come this way, troopers. You definitely stand a chance. Maybe if you rush the base, you'll succeed. Haha. No. No, you won't. Ah, northernmost units. It's that, ooh, that's not good. That was really not good. But fortunately, we can fix that up.
Yes,
And I
sir.
think we
Yes,
can
sir.
deal with that. All we want to do is build a
Primary building
single
selected.
minigunner and just put it a little further north.
Building unit ready.
Yes,
There we go. We just need to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Oh,
Yes,
that you
sir.
destroyed this one. There we go. You
Yes,
really
sir.
are struggling with that, aren't you?
Knowledge.
You really are struggling.
Yes, sir.
You're managing just fine.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Go in that one.
Reporting.
You
Right
want
away,
to
sir.
just go in here.
Reporting. Roger.
There we
Moving
go.
out. Moving
Now
out.
you're the northernmost unit. Haha.
Unit affirmative.
And I'll catch you next time, folks. But when we do come back, I think we need a few more mammoth tanks, don't you? Maybe 3 or 4 or loads of them. Haha. I'll catch you then, and I'll see you then. Later.